Hello everyone, my name is Carmen Gonzalez and this is my Week 8 Multimedia Discussion Board on Privacy. So just an overview on this presentation, I will be covering my thoughts about employee privacy and the employer's right to know, and is there a balance for managers related to employee protections versus public transparency and accountability. Regarding employee rights and employer um, rights as well with privacy. One of the news stories that I selected was the ability for the employer to track the employee. I find it very interesting because I believe that as an employer, especially a public servant, you first have to disclose what are those regulations that the company has, and share that during the onboarding process and basically inform the employee that privacy when it comes to utilizing any of the city or just in general the agency's resources, they're going to be tracked. And what's that purpose? And it's to ensure that there's productivity, that there is not any time wasted or possibly any possible misconduct. And so I think that if at the beginning the employer notifies the employee and has them acknowledge, this is our regulations, and they have a choice to either accept or move on from that position, and then it's acceptable. And I think nowadays all employers have some form of privacy rules that are applicable to the employees during their time. And as an employee, if you are being part of an agency with some level of responsibility, there's that understanding that you are always representing that agency and therefore are expected to be able to upheld a certain reputation and style of living. And so I would agree that as long as both parties are fully aware and in agreement of what those policies are, then it should be acceptable. And at the end of the day, it's choice. If the employee believes that they don't want to be tracked, they feel it's a violation of their privacy, then, they have a choice to look for another employer. And as the manager, once you're already providing supervision to your direct employees, it's making them aware of the tools that the agency has to track employees' performance and ensuring that they're on track and that there isn't any waste of time and people are being productive and meeting their objectives. And that's a constant review throughout the time of supervision. And so people are always knowing that, well, I can't spend 15, 20 an hour surfing the internet because I know that it's going to trigger some type of alert, and do I want to be in that position? And so it allows for employees to make decisions and have good judgment when faced with these situations. So overall, I think that the employee and employer rights equally have the right to their own privacy and the right to monitor employees as long as people are aware and they're in agreement. So in closing, I want to wish everyone the best in future classes, and it was great having you in class. I've learned so much and look forward to future classes. I hope to see you around. Have a great week.